Welcome to Gaming Politics, where gamers talk politics. I am Matthew, Admiral Joker Majesty, joined by Chris, Cardi Kovacs,
Word to your mother.
Jared Foyles,
Hey everybody, what's up?
and Deanna Trader.
How you doing?
And we also tonight have a very special guest, the angry black man in the corner.
Hi, I'm awesome. You suck.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, we got a lot of topics to get through, so let's say we go ahead and get started.
Yes.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo says conservatives have no place in the state of New York.
We don't allow your kind in New York.
In a recent interview, he said, "Who are they? Are they these extreme conservatives who are right to life, pro-assault weapon, anti-gay? Is that who they are? Because if that's who they are, if they are extreme conservatives, then they have no place in the state of New York. Because
Well,
that's
if you
not
don't
who
like New York
Yorkers are."
City, you can get out.
Yeah. So if you are against abortion, you like guns, and you don't like the gays,
You go to Texas.
get the fuck out.
Yeah, and you moved to Texas.
And then
you go to
And you move to
Go to
Texas.
Texas.
Exactly.
Now it makes sense why Texas and New York don't like each other. Commercials. This stuff's made in
New York
City.
City. New York City.
Get a
City. Get a
That
roll.
makes a good point.
Chris, what do you think about this?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, just I'll make it really short and sweet, so you can ramble on later, and Jared can ramble on. Fuck New York, and who the fuck wants to live there anyway? I mean, honestly, I sure as hell don't. I don't think anyone
I mean,
here else
really,
does.
you could say the same thing about Texas.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to move to Texas, but
I mean, I like visiting Texas. San Antonio's beautiful. I loved the week that I spent in San
angry black man
Antonio.
from Texas. Wow. Angry man from Texas.
Angry black man is from Texas, and
I
he's
wear cowboy hats on.
but he doesn't wear cowboy hats. No. So no, I mean, you can really say the same thing about both states. You know, what's so big about New York? What's so big about Texas?
New York is a center of commerce, and a lot of companies have their headquarters in New York, and New York generates a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a very big capital gaining state. But we'll get into that in a minute. Deanna, what do you think?
Whenever I hear this, I remember something way back when I caught wind of something that George Bush said about atheists don't belong in America. And I'm tired of this. Oh, you're not a true New Yorker if you're a conservative, or you're not a true American if you're an atheist. And it's just all this labeling, and that's not how it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm really. I hate to say it. This is, like you said, it's labeling, and you shouldn't be labeling people just based on political views. I think that's wrong, especially
Or geography.
Or geography, yeah. You know, get the hell out of this state because you're freaking, because you're conservative. A lot of these conservatives probably equate to a lot of tax revenue that state gets. If all the conservatives leave, I'm pretty sure New York would be a much poorer state than they already are. Much poorer state. In fact, there already have been some people that said they're willing to move out because of these comments. Granted, he did try and backtrack on this, saying he was only talking about politicians. But I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, sure you were, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, you're making comments that if you're pro-life, you need to get out of the state. Half of America is against abortion, except for unless it's rape, incest, or life of the mother, they're against abortion. It's a 50-50 thing for the most part. Still is. So I'm not sure what the demographic is in that state. And guns, a lot of people own guns. Granted, in New York, it's almost impossible to get one. I mean, Jesus, you have to go through hoops to get anything in that state. And the anti-gay thing, yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. It seems to be everybody's tip of the tongue lately.
You know what would be kind of funny though is if everybody moved out of New York, you just have Detroit on the East Coast.
Shit.
They do. It's called Newark.
Oh,
Oh.
or New Jersey.
Newark's in New Jersey. I did hear some, but yeah. But interestingly enough, they interviewed Glenn Beck about this on Fox News. And Glenn Beck had something interesting to say post-interview.
This is actually a good segue too.
Yeah, after the interview, he actually made Megyn Kelly, she's been in the news lately for some rather, yeah, whatever. Santa Claus is black and white, and you're making a big whatever. He's from Turkey. Anyways.
Hey, all I'm gonna. No, I don't. I won't say this on the air. Never mind. Never mind.
She made a comment that it had been several years since he'd been on Fox News Channel. And what did he remember about his time there? He says he remembered he had an awful lot of fun, and he said, I made an awful lot of mistakes, and I wish I could go back and be more uniting in my language, because I think I played a role, unfortunately, in helping tear Mother Country apart. And it's not who we are. I didn't realize how really fragile the people were. I thought we were kind of a little more in it together. And now I look back and realize if we had talked more about uniting principles a little more, instead of just the problems, I think I could look back a little more fondly. But that's only my role. So he pretty much went in and said, you know what? I did the negative rhetoric thing about just bitching about problems like everybody else did. Us versus them. And that wasn't how I should have done it. What do you guys think?
I mean, yes and no. Okay. What I'm saying is, yes, he's saying that, and no, he's not really saying that.
Okay.
He really did a lot of finger pointing at like Democrats and Obama and everything, and really linked all of it with communism, with
George Soros mostly, and Bill Ayers, people like that.
Well, yeah, Lenin and Nazism and everything, and it's just like, it's really funny for him to now come back and to just put a lot of sugar coating on it, like, oh gosh, I feel so bad.
Can't put the lid back on Pandora's box.
Right.
No.
Right. Exactly.
But interestingly enough, I was listening to the radio, and ironically his show. I am a fan of his, I'll admit it. But Piers Morgan and Joe Scarborough kind of applauded him a little bit about what he did, saying, they too thought about the things that they've done in the past as broadcasters lately, and the mistakes they've made. And Piers Morgan specifically mentioned he gets very upset about when he talks about gun control, which we've seen him go off on some epic rants on that topic. Joe Scarborough really didn't give any specific examples, but he said he himself had been a little introspective, did some introspective lately about it as well. I think that's something I think the media really should do, as a whole, needs to really take a step back and look at what they are doing. I would really like the media to do this, because the media to me has got nothing more than just become finger pointing. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. But no one's ever talked about actual solutions, really. Do you guys hear solutions in the media at all from any of these pundits? Outside of just, get rid of all Republicans or get rid of all Democrats?
Actually, that's a good point. I don't really hear any kind of solutions from really anybody, and I think it would be refreshing if even a pundit was to do that.
I honestly stopped watching any major news channels because I got tired of the finger pointing and the circle jerks, and that's all it ever is.
Yeah, that's most people. Most people have, believe it or not, I've even read a statistic somewhere that majority of people have now switched to online resources and basically stepping away from regular TV. I mean, regular TV news is pretty much, I'll be honest with you, just as much as I'm adamant about YouTube being more entertaining than what's on TV, I could see the internet and stuff on there being dominant above cable in the near future.
Well,
that's already happening.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's happening, but it'll just overtake it to a point where,
Take a look
funny story. Go ahead.
Oh, no, please, Deanna, please go. I'll ramble later.
Okay, well, anytime we go to my in-laws, my father-in-law always goes on some sort of rants about Obama that you know that he heard from Fox News. And one point, my husband got tired of it, and he's like, "You really need to quit watching Fox News and spewing all the crap that you hear on that." And he's like, "Oh, I don't just watch Fox News, da 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 da." The next time we went over there, I'd actually saw CNN on his TV instead of Fox News. I'm like, "Oh, because that's so much better."
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, and I hear. I don't only watch Fox News. I also read FoxNews.com.
Wow.
You want to say that again a little louder?
I said, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with CNN. No headline news. I watch Nancy Grace. She is always right.
Even when she's wrong.
I hate Nancy Grace.
Do not eject the pot.
Hey, that is my future ex-wife. She just don't know it yet. She has all the qualities I like. She's fat. She's mad. And probably sex. She wants shit to me. Rock on.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Truth be told, I actually do like Anderson Cooper. Not in that way, but I mean, as a journalist, that you enjoy Anderson Cooper. But yeah, Glenn Beck, I guess I use him as an example. He actually, when he left Fox News, everyone thought he was going to fail. But this guy, he actually formed his own broadcast network on the internet, and now it's actually being picked up by cable providers. His company made $90 million last year. That's not a small chunk of change. And I think he's kind of setting the template for what we're going to see in the future, is that we're going to see these people go out there that were in the media and start their own broadcasts, do it themselves, rather than rely on CNN, Fox News, or these standard news outlets, because they're all run by big corporations. They can't have a voice because you have all these other people telling you what your voice needs to be. Which, hate him or love him, at least Glenn Beck, he works for himself. He says what he says. He doesn't censor what he can say. I'll accept that from anybody on the left or right, as long as you can say what you say and aren't dictated to by, some higher ups because they're worried about rating, or not ratings, but sponsors or an agenda of some sort. I mean, how many times have you heard about the news, something being buried because of they got to push an agenda? You know that happens. We see it all the time on both sides. I mean, Fox News will just bury anything that's negative on Republicans. And MSNBC will bury anything negative on Obama every chance they get. CNN just buries everything because they just want everybody to be all happy and certain. This is Justin Bieber.
CNN just has nothing to bury. CNN's just like CNN will do an analysis on the dirt that's used to bury certain things. CNN doesn't give a shit.
CNN is so yeah. Remember they used to be an authority in news. That's hell. I even turned to BBC. Hell, I get better news from them than I do the American outlets.
All right.
You never watched like headline news high? You ever seen that?
No.
How they repeat the stories over and over, and when you're high and they'll say some shit. 17 insurgents was killed. An hour later, 17 just how many motherfuckers are you gonna send over there?
Or you start adding it together, like, why can't you bitches just say 30? What is? Oh fuck.
34.
34, yeah.
It's
Just
like
say 34.
They repeat the stuff. You're like, do these motherfuckers not know that this is a dangerous area to keep going?
Headline news is news for people who have ADD.
I used to watch it for that broad in the morning. I don't even remember her name.
Oh, okay.
Lazanne?
No, oh hell no. It was another broad. I think it was she had ADD. She wrote a book saying she was depressed and everything.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think one of those chicks also used to date Rush Limbaugh, actually.
Oh,
yeah, I know. You're like,
well, that actually gives me a chance because Rush Limbaugh's fat and nasty. And,
he's got the good drug hookups.
But the black man has a chance.
Yes. But anyways, I think that this new media is going to spill over. I mean, we're already seeing things like in Ukraine where they have a revolution going on. Something about the European Union and them not agreeing with it, I think. I'm not well versed in it. I'm really not. I tried to research it a bit, but there's a lot to read up on. but they are doing some massive anti-government protests. I mean, people have been hurt. The cops have. There have been riot police. I watched a video on a Ustream the other day of the cops pushing these people back live. This is stuff that you used to see on like CNN or on the normal news networks that you don't get anymore. But now people are doing it guerrilla style and doing it online. We kind of saw some of this with the Occupy Wall Street. Some Tea Party groups have also done similar things, but nothing to this large of scale.
Matt, hold on. I need to interrupt you for just a second because I'm getting word now that Justin Bieber has appeared on trial via live stream internet.
Is he driving drunk on a white Ford Bronco?
Chances are it's probably got spinning rims.
No, but he appeared in front of a camera, streamed into the courtroom, still looking like a douchebag.
Did you get this information?
That's breaking news?
What?
Shit. Justin Bieber looks like a douchebag. Headline. Justin Bieber is still a douchebag. Thank you for reminding us. In other news, Robert Patterson is not an actor. And Arnold can't speak English very well. Somehow still gets elected. But still, what do you guys think? Do you think this is the future of the news and the future of just political movements in general doing it themselves, not worrying about having to worry about the media or things like that? What do you guys think? Chris?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, just like, any single guy will tell you doing it by yourself sometimes has its benefits. I mean, so I think the same thing can apply to politics and news and politics. So I think a lot of it can be done by itself, and you have less drama and stress. Again, why, okay, I'm just going to shut up now.
No,
I'm just trying to justify, never mind.
Jared's trying so hard not to crack up right now.
Let us translate this for our gamer audience.
No.
Let us translate this for our gamer audience. Look, if you can solo news, you're epic. You are just lead as hell.
Yeah, yes.
Awful now.
Yes.
Awful.
I mean,
You guys like that, right? Yeah.
What do you think, Deanna?
Yeah, absolutely. I was a part of the Occupy movement in my city, and even though
Props to you, by the way.
local news is a little better at not the the filters you got to go through for mainstream news. You don't have to go through as much of that with local news, but there was still spins whenever we would have the Illinois Times come out or the SJR or whatever, and sometimes we were like the spins and sometimes we wouldn't. So we took it into our own hands. We would write up our own articles. We would film our own events. We did all of our own media.
Yeah, and I think that's how we're going to start seeing things. And local media, unless you're going out there beating the crap out of cops, I don't think it's going to bother putting you on the TV, unfortunately.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, our local media, I want to remind our audience that Deanna and I live in the same town. And our local media is just, the angry black man also agrees it's garbage. I mean, you got...
With most local media.
Most of this local media is about like crops, farming and whatnot. So that
No, this local media is biased. That's what.
Well, that too.
All media is biased in some way.
Well, but this one's very conservative biased.
No, this is it's
like Fox. It's like Fox News Junior.
No, it's like Fox News Daddy. Because let's say something on the Capitol opens up brand new. Well, the state of Illinois has spent $35 million just to fix a crack in the wall. But let somebody over, someone who got shot or got robbed, you won't even read or see about that one. You'll see it on Facebook. So
right.
This media is very biased.
Yeah, they tend to bury the lead. But that's also, I think, a product of what's going to get people more interest. People get shot or hurt every day unless there's a real sob story involved, or some way they can flip it to be some sort of scumbag piece. You're not going to see it on the news, unfortunately. It's evil. It's easier to talk about the evils of corrupt politicians and spending irregularities. Then again, if that was all they talked about, maybe people would be more informed about them. But
By the way, my joke earlier, I just want to tell people in case they missed it. What I was doing was a throwback to when refresh my memory. Who was it again? Andrea
MSNBC.
Andrea Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrea Mitchell was talking to
I think
a congresswoman.
I think it was Debbie Wasserman Schultz, actually.
Right, and they were talking about the Ukrainian revolution, and they just suddenly cut into them talking it. She interrupted the congresswoman just to announce that Justin Bieber was arrested. It was probably
so important.
Right, so ridiculous.
And we have his mugshot for you too.
Ooh.
Hey, thanks.
I can just see it now. Justin Bieber just shaved his nuts. We have the pubes right here.
Oh, gross.
Hell, man, come on. They did the thing about his drunk driving. How many people drink and drive? I don't recommend you do it, but how many people?
Oh, this is what they were doing. They were talking to James Harmon about the NSA spying, about them monitoring the phone calls.
Oh, okay.
And hoarding illegal calls, and they were talking about the NSA monitoring cell phone communications, and that's when they cut in. It was Andrea Mitchell cut in.
Oh, okay. My bad then, I guess.
No, it's very confusing. But it proves the point. The NSA thing is more important than Justin frickin' Bieber.
It really is. I mean, I think Democrat or Republican, conservative or liberal, we can all agree that the NSA spying on us sucks balls.
Yeah. And not only that, it seems like America... I know it's going to sound very... back in my day, America cares more about Justin Bieber than they do what goes on in their daily lives.
Right.
It's like they want to live in this fantasy world of celebrities and what they see on TV rather than worry about what really affects them. We're all fucked up right now because of that. I mean, we idolize people like the Kardashians, but we tear apart people that actually have decent values in their lives. Why? Because we love train wrecks. We care more about the train wrecks than we do the actual success stories in life. I mean, around the water cooler, what do you hear? People always talking about how bad someone is, but you never hear people talk about how good somebody is in the workplace.
Right.
Oh, Chris and I know a lot about that. Shit, we've worked call centers for years.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just really bad. It's gotten kind of out of control, I think. But, what's going to do? I mean, I don't think it's ever going to change. The media just glamorizes these assholes and just beats up on people who are decent and decent people and stuff. I always find those little things to nitpick on.
Well, it's like my companion in music said, no news is good news.
Yeah, very much so. But it could be worse. You could be taking money from, other companies and secretly promoting their products and not telling people. I mean, Microsoft got kind of found out that they were paying people to say good things about the Xbox One and their products on YouTube through a program.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, in that case, I love Xbox One.
I love it too. My Xbox One is the greatest console ever. Don't kill me, Miyamoto. Don't kill me. As a Nintendo fanboy, I can't even go that far.
I love how the Kinect will zoom in on your image and will instantly recognize you and voice commands. Oh man, when I'm playing Call of Duty and that gamer with the tag Xbox sign out is in my team, I love that.
First of
I just love watching videos on YouTube where people use the Kinect and my Kinect turns on and off all the time.
Actually,
Especially
speaking of that, have you seen that video yet? There is a guy who trolls who goes into Call of Duty games and like causes havoc, and people say his name like enraged. They like say his name out loud, and when they do, it's his name is Xbox sign out. So the "Are you sure?" screen pops up, and they're like, no, close, stop listening. Oh, it's
Nice.
It's so much fun.
Well,
man.
for those of you who don't know, word leaked out that Machinima, they do a lot of the web videos.
Machinima.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They were partnering with Microsoft to pay an additional $3 CPM, $3 per 1,000 views.
Damn.
For posting videos featuring Xbox One content. The promotion was advertised by Machinima's, I'm sorry, I can't ever say that. Machinima's UK community manager in a since deleted tweet, and it also appears on Machinima's activity feed on Pop Tent. It looks like
it's Machinima.
Whatever, fuck it.
I'm kidding. All
right. What they had to do was put a tag in the video that says they put a specific tag in the video, and you got to say good things about the Microsoft products. The thing is, unlike how you're supposed to do it, there was no indication that it was a paid advertisement. You're supposed to tell people that, hey, I'm paying for this advertisement. This is brought to you by so-and-so. They weren't doing that. So it was making it look like people were saying unsolicited good things about Microsoft when they weren't.
I just want to remind everyone that Gaming Politics is sponsored by... No. Go on.
But guys, I got to say that something maybe you didn't think about, but there's something else that this can kind of relate to. I mean, think about this, okay? It's you're getting paid to talk to make something look good, okay? And the mutual partners are getting money from it. I mean, it's almost kind of like porn. I mean, in a way, it's kind of like porn. Think about it. Because
no, it's nothing like porn.
Go on, Chris.
He just wanted to say porn.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say porn.
No, go on. How is this like porn?
Okay, so if you think about it, okay, what does porn do, right? So it takes it takes something like sex or sex act and basically they're having fun, but they're not really having fun because why? They're getting paid for it. So they're making like they look like they're having fun. So it's just like with the Xbox One, they're being paid to say, hey, this is great. Of course, it's really not. At the end of the day, they're getting paid to make it look good. So just like porn.
Yeah, but whenever you get the porn, you know that these are paid actors.
Right. And also, Chris, I got to ask, what kind of boring porn are you watching?
First off, I get nothing but the best, Bang Brothers and so on.
Thank you.
But and considering
I get laid all the time. I don't need porn.
I mean, I get laid all the time, but I like porn, so why
Your hand doesn't count.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But anyways.
His turn. Anyway.
Deanna, what do you think?
I honestly, I'm with you. If they're going to do that, they need to put up something at the beginning that lets you know.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And EA, I think, also got some flack over it because they were doing something similar, but I think they were actually telling people, yeah, we're sponsoring this. It's paid. We're not being a little disingenuous about it, whereas with this case, they were being completely disingenuous about it, or at least hiding what was really going on. And considering the bad press Microsoft got for the Xbox One when they originally announced it up until around launch time, they probably need all the help they can get. And you guys actually played the Xbox One yet?
None
No.
yet.
Ew.
The Angry Black Man has. By the way, his name is Raven. I just thought, we've been calling him that this whole time. But
I thought that was his parents' name. But God, they're assholes.
It's still worse as Raven. What the hell? That's so different.
Right.
It's a family name.
I'd rather be ABM than fucking Raven sometimes. No, I have an Xbox One. Now, even though I'm not getting paid for it, and I should be getting paid for it, depending on what you like to play. Me, I don't know how big of a gamers y'all are. I'm a huge Killer Instinct fan, and that's the system that has
the originals.
That has all the Killer Instincts. It even has the third one.
Okay, but I kind of not agreeing. The model they took with Killer Instinct, correct me if I'm wrong, you pay for every player you get, and it's kind of a pay-as-you-go system for the game?
You can if you want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can unlock it by playing. I played it also. I went over to a friend's house, has it, and my cousin Austin has it.
Now the part where it comes with the Kinect zooming, that gets creepy after a while. Because there's times when Jared would message me on Facebook, and I would walk in the room. Hello, Mr. Gray. Jared has sent you a message. Would you like for me to read it? Leave me alone. We will stop listening. Stop.
Damn it, Surrey! Shut the hell up.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gray. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Can you
It'll
make
be
it
like
sound like Scarlett Johansson though?
It'll be like 2 in the morning. It'll say, "I'm gonna eat your heart." You'd be like, "The fuck? Get this shit out of my fucking house."
I know.
Oh no, it does say
what?
It does say random things like when you're laying down and it's running idle. Would you like to turn a channel? Would you like to run Pandora? Okay, you're creeping me the hell out now.
Would you like a back rub? Wait, what?
Could you please move a little to the right? Like what?
Trapdoor.
That's how Terminator started.
Right?
Look, I don't want my fucking game console talking to me. I'm sorry, that'd creep me the hell out.
One minute, it's a video game system. Next minute, Skynet is in your backyard.
Right?
All right.
I saw this movie.
Those Furbies came out. Those Furbies used to creep me out.
Yeah.
A big army of Xbox Connects running down the road. And fucking, those things do pivot. Don't worry, just wear black. It can't see you.
Really?
It's fine.
Yeah, the Xbox
Oh!
Connect has a hard time picking up. If you wear black.
I could see where this is going. I could see where this is going.
I didn't mean to go that way, but awesome.
Oh man. He's like, I'm gonna test this out right now. Jared's like, no.
Did you guys hear what Deanna said?
What?
He goes, wear black and it won't be able to see you. So Deanna goes, oh, so Raven's fine.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I'm the only one that caught that.
No, I think I heard it because I already knew where the joke was going. Well, could
By
be
the way,
worse.
Matt, you have your camera going right now?
Huh?
You have your camera going right now?
Yeah, why?
God damn it, why do you always videotape yourself?
You gotta see the hand gestures, man.
Well, anyways.
He's doing it right now. They hear the clapping? Yeah, that's hand gestures.
Anyways. Oh, God. I'll give you a piece of candy. Oh, shit. Don't sue me! Don't sue me! Candy Crush Maker's King is trying to file a trademark on the common dictionary word candy. Apparently they're pissed off that other people are using the word candy in their apps and games. Now, it's not the first time a company has tried to do this. In fact, I think they actually already have this in the EU. They already have this actually granted to them. Way to go, EU. But the U.S. isn't usually too big on granting these kind of trademarks. But I think it's kind of douchey. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, if they got their way, they'd be happier than a kid in an artificial sweetened snack shop.
Deanna?
Yes, I think it's douchey, but what you gonna do? It's legal, right?
There are laws that do prevent common words from being trademarked, who tried to? Oh, you're fired. Donald Trump tried to trademark that.
That's what I was trying to think. There was something recently.
And they said no.
Really? I thought he actually was able to get that.
Nope. They said no.
Really?
They said
okay.
no.
Well, that's
They
good.
said no.
How many times in your life have you heard that, Jerry? You're fired.
Chris, what do you think?
Well, you know, I just, oh god, I mean, how fucking stupid. You're gonna trademark candy. That would be like me trademarking fat ass, you know, and or
Maybe
you
should
know,
try.
I guess I could try.
Rush
Maybe in
Limbaugh
Europe
already.
I can
Rush
own it.
Limbaugh already trademarked that.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's just this whole trademarking thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a way for people to make money. These companies to try to fuck with people. You know, like Apple. I can imagine Apple trying to patent Apple. Like, you can't say Apple on TV, but I'll fucking say it anyway. Apple, 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 bitch.
Yeah, they tried to patent the I moniker, but that didn't work out too well for them. I think the biggest douche actually in this kind of situation is Monster Cable. They sue everybody who uses the word monster. They've sued Monster Mini Golf. They sued Soldier Field for using the term monster in the Midway. They've sued every single company that pretty much used the word monster because they say it violates their trademark.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Monster Energy drinks?
Yeah, they sued them too.
God.
Well, you know what?
Monster.com.
Well, you know what? Their ridiculous prices on power cables, you know, those offend me. So how about that?
I want to pay $50 for a same cable I can get from Amazon for $5.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. Seriously.
It's 20 feet longer.
Shove it up their ass. It's all made in China, and it's like 5 cents.
No. Monster does make good quality cables. They're incredibly overpriced, but they're good quality.
Yeah.
But, you know, I hate trademark trolls.
I guess if I gold plate,
too.
I guess if I gold plate my penis, I can say it's great quality. I mean, Jesus, you know, gold plate anything for Christ's sake. It's gold plated, so it's the best in the market.
Actually, speaking on a technical aspect, gold plated metal is a better conductor than silver plated.
So did you guys hear about Justin Bieber?
But it's true. So, like, if you heard a headphone jack or a microphone jack or something like that, or
that's true. Yeah, gold is better.
And don't try to mix the silver plated ones with the gold plated ones because it can cause corrosion. Which I'm like, oh great, my cables don't match. Shit. Actually, they use also some type of process for higher quality copper inside the wires.
Oh,
which
not to go too off topic, but just real quick, I had to go over to my aunt's house to help her with her computer problems, and she had an extension cable for her speaker, and that's exactly what happened. But it was I wish I would have took a picture of it. When I went to unplug it, it wouldn't even come unplugged, and when I did, the whole thing fell apart inside, like crumbled, like it was that badly corroded. Because one end was gold plated, the other was silver, and it was been like 3 years since anybody moved it. Yeah, it was wow. I was like, holy shit.
Oh,
no wonder why she can get the audio.
For an extra level of douchey, they also are trying to trademark the word saga as well.
Saga?
What? Really?
Yeah, King is trying to copyright the word saga.
Oh, God.
I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously?
Ugh.
Man,
I'm like, so you're gonna sue everybody who uses the word? Well, there's a bunch of movies that are gonna.
I know. I was about to say, from the mind of Peter Jackson comes the next installment in the Lord of the Rings
movie
collection
story.
Saga registered trademark. Boy, yeah,
Saga ching.
That's a whole new level of douchey, beyond a doubt. So, you guys got anything else you guys want to talk about today?
Oh,
Are you gonna sing?
Oh, Yeah, I posted something today that I on Facebook that I thought was a real thing, and this honestly kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Internet.
Onion article.
Internet. Well, no. Here's the thing. Hold on. Let me get my thought out. What we were talking about earlier about a lot of people turning to the internet for news. Well, the dangers of that possibility is all of the satirical websites that have been popping up lately, not just The Onion, but I just posted something today from the New Yorker that I found out was from their satirical column. And I didn't know it. I just knew that it was from the New Yorker, so I thought, oh yeah, well, this is a legitimate news. So this was
There's nothing legitimate in the New Yorker.
Well, I beg to differ, but we'll talk about that some other time. But no, in this story, it said that Michelle Bachmann was like, if Stephen Hawking was wrong about black holes, then scientists are wrong about climate change and evolution and everything, and that's what even made it more believable, is that is something that Michelle Bachmann would say. So so here I am.
I believe it.
So here I am linking, and then suddenly someone points out, hey, this is satirical. I'm like, what? Nuh-uh. So I dig into it. I find out. I find other headlines from the same column. One of which was President Obama forces everybody to buy marijuana.
Hey, he just got my vote for dictator for life.
Right. But the fact is that's not true. So that's whenever. So that was the flag. That was the moment I realized, oh shit, I've been trolled.
Wait, didn't we?
I'm really getting tired of this bullshit with. I'm trying to find legitimate stories, and even when I go to legitimate places, they misreport it because they thought it was serious.
Right.
What was the recent one I saw? It was something really stupid, and it's like, it went everywhere, and I'm like, did one person not think to freaking fact check?
Right.
Because you all source the same person, you freaking morons. This goes back to the same thing with the in serious news with the editing of the 911 tapes with George Zimmerman. What? No one else bothered to looking into this to listen to the whole damn thing. Do your own work. Don't be fucking lazy. And that's why I hate using blogs as news sources.
Right.
Blogs are freaking lazy. And how many times have I've been had by...
By the way, Matt, are you talking into your camera right now?
No, I'm not.
He's holding his hands like, that where you hold a baby, you have your hands held like that. That's what he's doing while he's talking, and he's shaking them and like making like an X pattern, like he's like a halfway DX chop. He's like, you just imagine that. It's like shit. It almost looks like he's palsy, kind of. But
no. Last week I learned that our podcasts are posted on YouTube, and Matt is like the only one with a camera on him, and I just thought, what's the point of that?
I'm giving it because I hate just having a static image the whole time. And I'd like to do a full video cast with everybody having a video stream. It's just that Skype wants me to pay $15 a month to do it, but I have found some other programs that could enable it. Yeah,
Matt, I got an idea. Why don't you? I don't know if this will infringe on any trademarks, but play random episodes of old 80s cartoons like Voltron
She-Ra.
and stuff. Or She-Ra. Have an episode playing while we're talking.
I don't want to get sued.
Right, that, and honestly, it would be too distracting. People wouldn't be listening to us; they'd be watching He-Man or She-Ra or Voltron or whatever.
Yeah,
no.
the other option was just to have a static image change every time we change topics, but I'm like, that's the only other option I have. Okay, I can do that. I liked the video. I liked a little interaction.
Well, and I always thought, you know, in my other podcasts, we never really bothered with YouTube. Why don't you put it on like iTunes or Blogger or
Ask Fatty. It was his idea.
Well, the reason why is because, you know, we want to try to attract people that maybe just stumble upon us. Because if you put it on YouTube, I know a lot of people that just go into YouTube and they let, you know, YouTube has a feature now where you can have it like randomly choose something based on your interest. And it may, who knows, it may pop up to somebody's screen and they go, hey, I like this, you know. Or they may say it's shit, but what if they like it? And then guess what? We just got some random person, you know, finding us. You know, it's you know, that's all. I mean, it's just another outlet.
And I've tracked my web traffic. I get a lot more people downloading the MP3 than they do watching the video. But the video is just there because it's a streaming source and it's free.
I see.
SoundCloud only lets you upload like a certain number of episodes, and then they start charging you. And SoundCloud's a joke. I wanted to use SoundCloud, but
Well, I think SoundCloud is really more for musicians that like.
Yeah, no, they have a
like
podcast
upload their albums. Oh, they do podcasting too?
Yeah, but they charge you for episode storage.
Oh, wow.
Which is just insane. I'm like, I thought it was like YouTube for audio, which I'm like, hey, that's cool. It's not. It's great if you're a musician or if you're doing something where you have money, but I'm not wanting to shell out money to start storing crap when I can just host it on my server and just feed it out there. Right. The YouTube video feed is just, you know, I wanted to do something just a little bit different, and I'm testing out some new stuff, but I thought it was something cool. I thought it was something fun.
Well, maybe sometime we can look into iTunes. iTunes has a great.
I'm looking into that. I'm looking into some other syndication stuff, but we could talk about that off air.
Yeah, of course. But it's fun to kind of tease it on air.
I agree. But yeah, I'm looking at syndicating it through other things. I want to get my. Chris and I were running a gaming site network called 4TW a while back. We didn't really have, it was just him and me, so we really kind of lost interest. We're trying to get more people involved in that to try and build a nice kind of a geek community kind of thing where people can post shows and stuff and syndicate them all in one common source. Something we've been wanting to play with again for a long time.
Matt, not to interrupt you real quick, but I just want to tell for Jared and Deanna, you know, Watch Chief is back on. He's actually on right now running dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We know.
Me.
Yeah. We're sitting here talking while you're talking. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
We interrupt you for this important WoW update.
I'm laughing because he's bitching about like the groups he keeps getting in Dungeon Finder. Like
Andrea Mitchell.
Shit.
It's Andrea Mitchell. Hold on, I gotta.
Oh, that's just in.
Watch Chief is back.
There are terrorists There are terrorists, and they're trying to plant a bomb. And they keep calling me noob.
In a Kmart.
What the fuck?
Oh, I love that. I love that. Sir, they're calling me a noob.
Oh, the Counter-Strike one, yeah.
Sir, I just shot one of my. No, I'm a terrorist. Sir, just play along.
They're questioning my sexuality.
Shit's so funny, man.
Chris, where can they find you online?
Where can they find me? If you Google search fat fuck and Admiral Joker, you'll probably find me that way.
Or Chris Christie.
Oh, that's
bada boom.
Be dying of fire.
Jared, where can they find you?
They can find me at facebook.com/Jared Foils. And yeah, that's about it.
Deanna, where can they find you?
I'm at facebook.com/catsangel, CATS Angel.
And Angry Black Man, where can they find you?
Swiss Jokers at facebook.com.
Don't you mean facebook.com/SwissJokers?
Hey, it's the same shit. That's one thing you will always see angry and very interesting posts. Ask Jared, Indiana.
Right.
You see some of the best.
Yes.
You see some of the best rants. The best. Yeah, just when I go off great.
That man hates life.
I told you, I love life. I just hate everybody else. I am smart. Everyone else.
He's an equal opportunity hater.
Thank you.
I hear that.
I don't hate. See, I don't hate whites. I don't hate blacks. I got a colored TV and everything.
When I watch old movies, I watch it in Technicolor.
Thank you.
See, there you go.
You can find me at arkham.dlinkddns.com. Hopefully I'll have my domain name Admiral Joker back soon. You can also find my YouTube channel Admiral Joker with all our
Next
old
time
shows
you need to
and
patent it.
upcoming shows. I already have it patented. And be sure to look forward to new shows on the 4TW network, which we hope to be relaunching real soon.
Why don't you just patent candy while you're at it, Matt? Jesus Christ.
Ben, you shut the fuck up. Say goodnight, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Game on. Game on.